Yeah, Lee, dude. So it's basically as always have been freshly shaved, by the way. It has always been trading early and then going, or either school or trading first and the other after. And today was school then training, and yeah, now it's just been that sort of thing with making food and then not too much school today. Actually, it was quite bad. I don't know how or whatever happened today, but it wasn't too much school today, which is quite a bummer. But tomorrow I know what I did wrong, and I will. Alright, today actually I know what went wrong, and I will do better tomorrow. The day will come tomorrow, and I will do what is required for me to get ready for the exam. So I will practice more stuff and just sort of get used to and sort of really try to have the technique for trying to learn and making it a bit addictive, exciting, and all those stuff. So yeah, ambition. We all have ambition, right? I have always had, or I think I've had more a awakening 2 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago, I believe. Yeah, when the sort of training was really going well, and I was doing this, or I started doing this, and so I wouldn't necessarily say, yeah, maybe the more alone and the more sort of I've seen people accomplish things, and I don't necessarily get envy, but I was reading this about Nietzsche, a philosopher. He was saying that you shouldn't be envious, but it should be more of a motivating factor, or a belief that you can accomplish that thing too. So let's say a successful person in this sort of work, and you're seeing that and you're reading that and you're like, oh, there is a possibility, there is a chance for me to do this too. It doesn't necessarily be, oh, he got this easy, or he did this, or whatever. You always, you don't choose where you're born, you don't choose the connections you choose the connections you get, but it comes from hard work, right? Even though you get things easy, or you can get things easy, it always comes from hard work as well. You have to remember that, or it doesn't go well. And yeah, if a successful person has had an easy way in or out, remember the word successful. You can't be successful unless you actually work hard. Yeah, you can have talent, but hard work beats talent, right? You can have talent and work hard and be successful. Even it's even easier, right? So, but yeah, ambition, and I just see the big names, the experiences, the memories, the art, the amazing things people do. They're like super people, like they're up there in the far beyond, and they're sort of, yeah, they're super beings. They're, let's say, even in acting, music, um, whatever. If it's a famous lawyer or whatever, they work hard and they do what needs to be done, and that sort of makes it a bit more motivating, and the sort of ambition becomes a bit more alive behind the fact that I live in a town where there's not a lot, right? It's a very little town, and you still have those dreams, and a lot of different people. I'm not the only one having dreams and ambition. There are millions of people having that same dream, ambition, whatever, in a, let's say, in a even worse environment than me, and they're working hard, right? So it's a beautiful thing, ambition, dream, whatever. I mean, there's a difference between a dream, ambition, and stuff, but they're close, right? So yeah, I just, the fear of losing that, it comes to from time to time, but I'm fairly confident that I won't lose it, because it's so self-taught in my head right now through, let's say, Clash of Clans now, but training, discipline, and seeing stuff work out. So I'll just continue going through it, and I know great things can happen from hard work and just continuing and being patient and just going through. Yeah, I'm 21 years old now today, and worries start to come, but I'm still very young, and as I mentioned, a um a childhood friend back in the day. I wasn't too good with him when he died, but right, you don't know, so keep having that ambition and dream, because you don't know when your last day might be. And his death at such a young age just goes to show, do you really think that he was worrying about the stress or how old he was becoming or whatever? Do you think that he was thinking, oh my god, I'm 21 right now, I'm going to I'm going to be too young now. I mean, there's not much left until I'm in my mid-20s. Do you think he was thinking that? No. Do you think people in that situation think like that? No. And you have to think almost the same way, because you are just as mortal, you're just as vulnerable as them. So yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. I always have also those daydreams, about making it, and seeing, you have these visions about, visiting crazy places and stuff. I have shorts. I'm not naked, okay? I have shorts on me, so I can actually sort of, yeah, shorts. So bless you. So yeah, I just want to make them come true, right? I do know I do have good time, as long as I make do with the time I have, or at least if I am productive and effective in the time I have, I know I will have a good amount of time. I don't necessarily know that for sure, but I know that if the cards are dealt right and they're played right, I will have a bunch of time. So yeah, that was basically it for today. I think the title will be Ambitions and Dreams. And yeah, I have ambitions and dreams. As always, as all very much, or as many others do have. So yeah, hope you had a good day. Hope you will have a good day. I wish you the best. As always, have a laugh, have a smile, and be kind. Be grateful for another day. Not too fan of my birthdays, but I am a fan that I made it to 21 years old. So that's cool. Take care. Goodbye.